I'm Margaret Kerrigan, and this is Art Market Minute from ArtNet Pro. It's Monday, February 16th, and these are the top market stories going into the week. Chinese authorities have concluded a sweeping investigation into a major scandal at the Nanjing Museum, uncovering decades of alleged mismanagement and corruption that allowed nationally significant artworks to be diverted into the private market. The controversy first erupted in December after reports surfaced that the museum had secretly sold donated paintings. The case centers on 5 works from a 137-piece collection donated in 1959 by the family of collector Peng Laichen, intended to remain in the museum. The issue came to light during a court-ordered inventory last June requested by Peng's descendants, which revealed that the paintings were missing. In early 2025, one of the works, a Ming Dynasty painting by Chu Ying, valued at $12.7 million, surfaced at the auction house China Guardian. Following protests from Peng's great-granddaughter, the work was withdrawn. The months-long probe that followed involved more than 1,000 interviews and 65,000 archival documents, which revealed that in the 1990s, a museum vice director improperly approved the transfer of the 5 paintings for sale. Investigators allege that in 1997, a state-run relic store employee manipulated the price of the Ming Dynasty painting, facilitating its purchase at a fraction of its value before it was resold privately, eventually ending up at auction last year. According to the investigators, 3 of the 5 missing paintings have now been recovered and sent back to the Nanjing Museum. Another was found to still be in the museum collection but misfiled under a different name. 1 painting remains missing. 3 modern masterpieces by Mark Rothko, Cy Twombly, and Joseph Cornell from the collection of the legendary arts patron Agnes Gund will headline Christie's Marquee Week in New York this May, where they are expected to bring in at least $123 million altogether. Rothko's monumental No. 15, 2 greens and red stripe, is the top lot of the collection, with an estimate in the region of $80 million. Painted in 1964, the dramatic green, black, and red canvas was created 6 years after Rothko began shifting his palette towards darker tones, beginning with his famed Seagram mural commission of 1958. Gund acquired a work directly from the artist's studio in 1967. So fond of the work was she that she only lent it to a museum once in the 1970s, and it took pride of place in her living room ever since. According to the ArtNet price database, Rothko's auction record has stood at $86.8 million since the artist's Orange, Red, Yellow sold at Christie's New York in 2012. The $80 million estimate on Gund's Rothko puts it in range to near, or perhaps even best that, if it exceeds expectations. Florentina Holzinger, renowned for her boundary-pushing performances that involve nudity, stunts, and maximalist spectacle, has joined Thaddeus Ropac Gallery just months before unveiling her big project for the Austrian Pavilion at the Venice Biennale. The Blue Chip Gallery's edition of the Austrian-born Netherlands-based choreographer, whose experience lies squarely in the dance and theater worlds, reflects the art trade's growing interest in bold, interdisciplinary practices, especially performance art. You can get more details on these stories on news.artnet.com. Art Market Minute is produced by Sonia Manalili and me, Margaret Kerrigan. Thanks for listening, and see you next week.